要不您休息一下吧。
那我休息我会犯困难，来吧。
How do you balance your family and your career?
I don't. The title that I've been called most in my life is the son of the Macao gambling king. So a lot of people actually think I'm just from Macao. So I think that signifies identity. I was 4, so I wasn't really able to comprehend what was going on. They were celebrating very happily that it had happened. I didn't understand why, but now I do. I would say the city has changed somewhat. It used to be mainly for gaming, and you see a big focus on trying to bring entertainment, sports, trying to market the sort of delicacies of Macau, the cultural, historical, touristy points of Macau. It's become more diverse. A big part of my identity is also magnified through every involvement I have now in Macau as well. I am a Hubei Province CPPCC member through Macau. The first ever career title that I had was the chairman of the Macau Esports Federation. Macau's population is naturally low. So in terms of developing a very big talent pool of esport players to pick from, that will always be difficult. That's why we set up the Esports Federation here in Macau. And then we subsequently built the company called NIPG today, which is a bridge for them to explore opportunities and compete and pursue different esport careers in mainland China. And just a few years after that, we landed on the biggest stage possible for a Macau professional esports player. To have the national sporting competition take place in GBA and Macau having the rights to host some events, so it will create a big impact as it creates a different and additional platform for our sports stars to shine.
It's amazing to be here this morning because we have amongst us the 2 youngest founders of NASDAQ-listed companies from Asia and the Arab world.
I had my first Game Boy when I was around 5, right before I got into primary school. That's my first and earliest memory. Most people don't take their hobbies into their work, but I guess I am an exception in that way that I got lucky. That my hobby also presented incredible economic opportunities, which I took advantage of.
感謝兩位，我哋而家可以拎起合約簿，跟住前方我哋嘅媒體朋友合照一張。
落就係打仗，你一定會輸。我輸過好多次，多到你哋唔敢想像。埋頭喺度喊，返到個辦公室見到啲人走。
Because I think growing up under the spotlight, there was a lot of misconceptions about me, about who I am, and I think sometimes under the spotlight, you just need a bit of time to let people actually see the real you. 最近因为美国大选，所以去看那个 House of Cards。我看着看着不好看。看到第几集？我看完了，就最后那一集最不好看。很久之前，对，那个男主都还没被抓进去之前。
What's your next goal?
You see, I made the mistake of telling everybody what my goal was last time round. And that became such a toll on my body and mental state every single day because I had already publicly told everybody I needed to list the company before I was 29 and this and that. So I am going to learn from that mistake and set internal goals from now on and not talk about it in public. But if you ask me what I hope to achieve in my 30s, I would be very disappointed in myself if I did not become a self-made billionaire.